Hiya, welcome to the channel, Life of John YouTube channel. Tonight we're back down the bar at last. I've not been down the bar, it seems like ages and ages. I've had other things on the go. If you watch my channel, various other videos, you'll see that I've been doing loads of other bits and pieces, other bits and bobs. But I'm actually back down the bar. It feels great, it feels really great. I was celebrating Burns Night, the life of Robert Burns, Scottish poet and lyricist, born in 1759, 25th of January. Sadly passed away 21st of July 1796. I don't know too much about Robert Burns, to be honest with you. I've celebrated St George's Day, St Patrick's Day, Burns Night. Have I ever been out and celebrated Burns Night? Don't think so. Have you? Not sure. If you haven't, grab a whiskey, join me in a single malt. If you've got a single malt, even better. Let's have a wee dram of Scotch whiskey together. If you haven't got a wee dram of whiskey, a Scotch whiskey, anything you like, grab a little drink and we'll have a little couple of drinks. I was going to read you a poem. I was going to read you a famous poem by Robert Burns. But every single poem I found had old-fashioned Scottish words. Every single poem I looked at had to be read in a Scottish accent, really. And I don't think you want to hear me do a Scottish accent. So I'm not about to stand here and do a Scottish accent. What I am about to do is drink a couple of whiskies. I said to my darling other half, Gillian, I said, Jill, I'm just going to pop down a bar. I've not done it for ages. I'm going to celebrate the life and times of Robert Burns Night. I'm going to have a couple of whiskies. So I thought to myself, what I'll do a little whiskey tasting session. I'll come down the bar, we'll do a whiskey tasting session together. If you watch this at home, down your bar, down your pub shed, in your bar, in your house, indoors, have a little drink with me. Then I came down and thought, right, what I'll do, I've got a couple of blends. A subscriber sent me, I still like this one. I shouldn't be showing this on Burns Night, really. Dubliner, which is a whiskey liqueur from Ireland. My darling mother bought me Bell's, good old traditional Bell's whiskey, blended Scotch whiskey. Little present for my mother. She bought me that the other week. But I thought tonight when I walked down my little garden bar to open up, put the heater on, I thought, you know what I'll do, I'll concentrate on the single malts, Scottish single malts. We'll do a little taste test. I'm going to add, and believe it or not, I've done some more research and it does taste a lot better. I'm going to add a small drop of water to each whiskey that I drink. Depending on how much water you add, it brings out different flavours and different aromas. I'd like to actually water it down slightly. What they recommend you do is start off taking a small sip of whiskey first, get used to the taste, then take another sip of whiskey, then add water to taste. See how you get on with it. A lot of people that distill the whiskies add a drop of water to get the different flavours and different tastes. First of all, let's grab a measure. I think I've got a measure somewhere around here. I bought a set ages ago. Now, straight to it. There you go. I read somewhere, correct me if I'm wrong, that standard measure in a pub now is 35mm for whiskey or gin. Years ago it used to be 25. I think I also read somewhere that years ago in the UK it was a standard measure of 25ml in England and Wales, and I think maybe Ireland and Wales were different, but I know Scotland was 20-35. But we're copying apparently 35. We're copying Scotland now, 35ml. I'm going to go with 35ml tonight. I've got a drop of water. You're not really meant to use bottled water, to be honest with you. You're meant to use tap water apparently, because bottled water can have different minerals, etc. in it, which can spoil the taste of whiskey. But I'm going to go with bottled water for a minute. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a little splash of water. I'm not going to go mad. Getting back to what I was saying earlier, I thought I'd pop down here and have a couple of drams of a wee dram of whiskey. There you go. I couldn't help myself, could I? I didn't realise I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single malts, Scotch whiskies without the E, the letter E. So Scotch whiskey. I've got 5 single malts. So I didn't realise I had 5 of these, but I'm going to do the 5. Why not? Let's have a little go. So if you're at home, you don't have to do 5. Just do 1 or 2. Celebrate the life and times of Robert Burns, commonly known as Rabbi Burns, apparently. And I didn't realise, please don't comment and moan at me. I didn't realise that he wrote Auld Lang Syne either. Anyway, there you go. Height 5'10". I'm reading on the internet here. Cause of death, rheumatic fever. Died, Dumfries, Scotland. children. Oh, he had lots of children. Let me just check some. I'm just looking at I did notice he had loads of children. He was a bit of a cad, Rabbi, apparently. 1, 2. I think they had 7 or 8 children. Yeah, a bit of a cad, bit of a philanderer, apparently. He did like a little dabble, our Rabbi. Right, let's grab. Hopefully you can see what I'm up to here. Let's grab our whiskey tasting glass, our water. The one I'm going to do, I'm going to take one at a time, put them back on the shelf. I'm no whiskey tasting expert. Let me just put this back. You know what? I'm actually looking forward to doing this video. I'm actually quite looking forward to doing this because it's just an excuse to drink a load of whiskies, right? So, happy Robbie Burns night. Sorry, happy Robert Burns night. Let's start drinking whiskey. So let's get this one out of the way. I'll introduce you to each one as we go. I'm not a whiskey tasting expert by any means. If you watch my other videos on whiskies, you'll know what I'm talking about. Macallan Highlands Single Malt Scotch Whisky, 12 years old. Triple cask matured. An exquisite marriage. I've not even had a drink yet, I can't even talk. I'm getting all excited. An exquisite marriage of whiskey matured in European and American sherry seasoned oak casks and ex-bourbon American oak casks. Ex-bourbon. Rich aroma. No, rich straw colour. Aroma. Complex with hints of vanilla, melon and lemon and zest. Palate. I need some light here really. Palate. Medium balance with lemon, citrus, vanilla, light oaks. Finish lingering with, right. I think by the time I get to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, I don't think I'm too worried about the... Oh, I've done some of that look before. Macallan, 12-year-old. Oh. Right. This will be the first time ever down my garden bar. I'm actually going to do measures, which I think is quite a sensible thing to do. And I've put the bloody measures back. Oh, am I going mad? Right, I've got the 35ml one. Right, I've not even had a drink yet. I'll put the measures back. Right, I've got the 35ml one. That's quite a drop, that is. Here we go. Macallan 12-year-old single malt. I think it's quite sensible that I'm doing measures. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's not bad. There you go, that's the Macallan 12-year-old. Put that back in the box. I'm enjoying this already. The smell of it's lovely. Let's put that back up there. That's the Macallan 12-year-old. There she is. Macallan 12-year-old. Cheers, Robert Burns. I'll take a little sip first, should I? You meant to go. There's not a massive smells to that one, to be fair. It doesn't blow your head off, which a lot of them do. I'm going to take a little sip first without the water. Oh. That's quite nice. Macallan, 12-year-old. That's all right, yeah. I've not coughed and spluttered yet, so. Oh. That's when you have to put your water in. I'm coughing now. I'm not having whiskey for a little while since Christmas, really. That doesn't kick in. I'll have a little drop of water. Right. Oh, this is could be a long night. I've only popped it down for a half hour. Yeah. You can't rush these. Yeah, that's nice. So the Macallan 12-year-old, little drop of water. That's lovely. It's nice and soothing. Should I be doing these tonight? 5, yeah, 5. That'll be all right. That's me maximum. I don't normally drink 5 whiskies. I normally have one at night as a nightcap. If I'm out on the pub with some friends, we normally have, or we're out for a meal or something, or we're having friends. You have a few beers, might have 1 or 2 as a nightcap. I don't normally do 5 whiskies, but happy Burns night, people. Cheers. Oh, after, oh. Oh. What should I go for next? Is this the Tamnaluvin? Tamnaluvin. That's next. Speyside single malt Scotch whisky, double cask. The right one is just smoked tasting notes. I'm just going to read the tasting notes on here. If I can read it, I ain't got much light here. I can't see sodom. Matured in American glass. Colour. Amber gold. Nose, what's it say? I'll take a glass of. Rich, warm aroma of apple, toffee and honey. That sounds nice. With sweet marzipan and subtle honey marzipan. Palate, fresh, mellow notes of peaches, pineapple, and it's got a finish there as well. So you have on the nose, the palate, and then you have a finish, which is the finisher. I don't know how these whiskey experts can taste all these whiskies like this. Really, I can taste one or a few tastings, but that's just me. I'm no expert. Right, I'll shut this laptop down. I've done all my information for you on Robert Burns. So that's all I know about Robert Burns. I'm not going to read a poem. I'm not going to sing any of his songs. Right, what we got here? Tamnaluvin. These are all pretty much 40% proof. I think that's an illegal limit in the UK. I'm not 100% sure on that. Right, 35ml measure. Anyone watching out there, please don't critique. You are quite correct. I shouldn't really be putting it in the same measure without rinsing the measure out of the glass, to be honest with you. I sort of know that, but we're only having a bit of fun. A wee bit of Scottish fun. You can go back up there, buddy. That was a bargain. Tesco's, I mentioned this before, Tesco club card, you can get some good deals. I'm getting a bit nervous about this. 4 more to go. Right, here we go. Pouring it in. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm coughing already. I've not even drank it yet. Right. Tiny taste first. Yeah, little. Oh, no, that definitely. You can see all the alcohol on the side of the glass there. That definitely. It's got a lot stronger taste. A lot kicks in your mouth. A lot more than the Macallan one. The Macallan was a bit more smoother, easier on the palate. Again, I'm not an expert, but I'm clever enough, or knowledgeable enough to tell you that sort of thing. This. Yeah, it's not much. Another little sip. Oh, I've got work in the morning. I'm trying to pour another one in. Little drop of water. Little drop of water. Doesn't that look lovely? These are the proper tasting and nosing glasses that you want, the shape of them like this, if you can get hold of them. Right, let's try that. Oh, that still flipping kicks in, yeah. it's a lot more manageable with a drop of water in it. But I don't know how to do this. God. You shouldn't really do this. Don't try this. Well, don't try this at home, people. Which is contrary to what I've said, because I contradict what I've said. I did ask you to try this at home, but don't try this. Don't do 5 or 6. Just do 1 or 2 for to celebrate Burns and not with me. Okay. Don't do as I do. Here we go. Oh. Bloody hell. Right. So Tamnaluvin done. Right, what should we do for I think I'll leave. So we've got the Glenfiddich 15-year-old. Let me bring that into to show you. Single malt Scotch whisky. Warm and spicy single malts matured for 15 years in bourbon, new oak and sherry casks before harmonising in a uke. Just a little of that. You got the tasting notes on the back there. Value of the deer. Let's just crack on with it, shall we? It's a nice little case. I think I've done quite a bit of this. Oh, not much left, look. Whee! You can see I've been hitting that a little bit, can't you? Not much there, look. I'll have to look at getting another one of these little puppies. I've got 35 mils in there, haven't I? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put a link probably to him. I'm going to use these measures in future. I've been down my bar, and you probably have. Not my bar, your bar. Ladies, gentlemen. And on many occasions, I've poured myself a whiskey. I've done YouTube lives. Incidentally, please feel free to check out my channels, like and subscribe to this video. I've got hundreds of videos about different bits and bobs, primarily about the Pub Shed Bar, but not all about the Pub Shed Bar. Feel free to subscribe and like, and I do live videos from the bar occasionally on a Friday or a midweek, a Johnny Boys midweek on a Wednesday. Feel free to hit me up, join in, have a chat and have a little drink with us. That's why I've got through so much whiskey, because when we do the YouTube lives, I sometimes have a couple of whiskies at the end of the night. And when you pour your own whiskies, in future I'm going to use this 35mm measure. What I've been doing with my shots and spirits, etc., I've been using, just pouring it in, and you'll be surprised. You'll probably end up pouring yourself 4 or 5 shots with measures, without realising it. So, note to myself, in future, Johnny Boy, use the 35mm measure. Right? So if I've learned anything tonight, and you at home, if you've learned anything tonight, get yourself a measuring set, do some proper measures, because you can go a little bit mad. It's easy done. So I'm doing little 35mm measures tonight, proper measures. Put that back, got monocrystal. That's the Glenfiddich, 15-year-old Glenfiddich. So we're going to pour that one in. 50mm measure, 35mm measure. Note to self, always use this measure. I'm not right near the top there. Light's not brilliant. I don't know why that. What do you think of that? There you go, look at that. It's alright. Little taste first. That's a throat tickler. That is a throat tickler. These rather, they seem to be doing the trick. I'll sleep well tonight. Good old Robbie Burns. Not Robbie, we've got to go to Rabbi Burns. Right. Drop of water in there as well. I read somewhere on the internet, as I say, I'm no expert, that you can add 5mm of water. you get a certain taste. 10 ml of water, a different taste. It gives that different aroma. It breaks the whiskey up and etc. But you've got to have a real good palate to sort of discern the difference between 5 ml water, 10 or 15 ml water, and 20 ml water. When some people drink it 50-50, whiskey and water. But your palate, I mean, my palate, it's shot to bits really, to be honest with you. It's my palate, to be honest with you, it's been ruined by many, many years of drinking bloody Fosters. So it's no good to be. These whiskies are waste of me in a way. I don't know. I think that's the Macallan, isn't it? So that Tamnaluvin is quite nice, you know. So yeah, well, I've done some whiskey tasting videos in the past. You've watched them, but I've got the Jura and the Ardbeg sitting there, and I know that these are strong. I'll show you those in a minute. I know they're quite strong. Well, not strong. They're all bloody strong, but they've got quite a distinct flavour, shall we say? So I've left them till last. These are your pretty much standard whiskies. Your Glenfiddich, Tamnaluvin, Macallan. Everyone's heard of those ones. Not so much the Tamnaluvin. I'm not going to do as I said earlier, I'm not going to do the Bells tonight because it's not a single malt. I'm not going to do the Dubliner because it's an Irish whiskey. Right. Oh yeah. God. That's nice. With a drop of water. That's nice. That's the Glenfiddich, the 15-year-old Glen. So that's, yeah. So if you're in the pub, if I'm in a pub, note to self, Johnny boy. Easy drinking, that one, to be honest, with a bit of water. Glenfiddich, easy drink. That's quite an easy one to drink. Glenfiddich 15-year-old, I've discovered, with a drop of water, is quite a nice, easy one to drink. It won't blow your head off. It won't embarrass you in front of the bar staff. I don't even need a mouthful of water, but I will have a little one. Right. Jura's next, people. This is a 10-year-old. The Jura. A touch of peat. Can you read that? I've got some light here. A touch of peat brings a rich and rounded balance. Sherry cask finish. Warm in colour with aromas of fruit, cracked pepper and dark chocolate and flavours of nectarines, ginger and fresh again. So a little drop of this, shall we? This feels quite heavy, so I think there's quite a bit in this. There you go, it's a Jura 10-year-old. It's quite nice if you start getting into your single malt whiskies and start collecting them, as I've done. It's quite nice in the summer, or any time actually. If you watch my video, I'll put a link above, or have a little search in the playlists on my channel for the whiskey barrel refurb I did. I've still got my whiskey barrel outside. It still looks good. In actual fact, during the winter and the weather, it's aged a little bit. It's looking better and better every single day, that whiskey barrel I did. When I get little gatherings around here for football or whatever, or drinks, or we had a little trip out to the brewery a little while ago before Christmas. A couple of lads come down the bar to have a drink, and we sort of, a bit naughty, we hit an early morning whiskey and port and that. And a couple of people stood around a barrel outside, a little drop of whiskey. It's lovely. It's lovely. Get yourself a whiskey barrel, a couple of little single malts. It's lovely. And it's an acquired taste. You can't just whack them. Don't buy one and expect to love them straight away. I can't even get the lid off this thing. Woohoo! Woohoo! Happy days. Another 35ml going in. Oh, I can't even hold it straight. I'm wobbling. Whee! That is to the top. That is to the top, people. Let's put that lid back on. Oh, look at that. Robert Burns. We love Robert Burns. Jura, 10-year-old. I'm on the home straight, people. I'm on the home straight. I'm feeling quite good about this. Here we go. Without the water, have a look at that. Sweet, baby. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Sticky fingers. What's a little smell? Definitely a deeper, darker, peaty aroma. That's all I can get from that nose. A tiny sip first before the water. Oh. That's why I left that till last. That's quite a nice little. Oh, have you noticed? Oh, I'm sort of getting a little bit merryish. Well, I'm not getting merryish actually. I feel a little bit. Sorry, but I'm forgetting to put my water in. I've got to have water in there. Water that puppy down. God. Oh. Ah. That's all right. That's nice. A drop of water. That Jura, 10-year-old. You look very discerned. Is that the word? When you go into a bar. When you go into a bar, you think you know what you're talking about. When you go into a bar, I want to have a Christmas dinner, etc., and you ask the young lady for a whiskey. If I always ask for single malt now, and they sort of look impressed. It's not a big deal, but I always think they think I know what I'm talking about, but I don't. I sort of do now. When you start drinking these whiskies, after a while, believe it or not, you actually sort of do know what you're talking about. And I actually can go out to a pub now and ask for a single malt and just don't even look at the menu. What single malt you got? And they'll do this, and I can sort of. I've been close to guessing. I think I've guessed one or two before. I've said that's a such and such, that's a such and such, and I've got it right. The one I'm looking to get now next will be the Dalmore, and I'm still after the Japanese whiskey, which obviously is not a Scottish single malt, but the Hibiki, I think it's called. I'm still after getting a bottle of that, because we drank that down in my local a little while ago. Well, some years ago, and we sort of drank the whole bottle between us. But that's a nice one. I think that's a blend. That's a Japanese blend. But the Hibiki, I think it's called. But I'm still after the Dalmore. That'll be my next one in the collection, I think. But I'm enjoying it. I'm talking more and more because I've had a drink now. I've not been out for a little properly for... Well, I have to tell a lie. I'm lying. Okay, let's crack on. That's all right, yeah. That's going down. The water does help. The water does help. Oh, I'm getting tired. It's kicking in now. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got one more to go. It's the Ardbeg. I know that's the peaty strong one. That's the peaty. The Ardbeg's the peaty strong one. I've left that till last. I know that kicks in. Right, last one. Like I've eaten. Ardbeg, the ultimate Islay singles malt Scotch whisky, 10-year-old. That's what I've got here. I won't read about the. I got an Ardbeg club. I won't read you all the boring stuff. Buy this yourself. Non-chilled filtered sea spray, terry rope, immense smoky intensity. Guaranteed 10 years. I know this is. Oh, excuse me. I know this is very peaty. Look on Google Maps for where this is. Distilled and that. It's such a bloody. The little islands out in the middle of nowhere. These places. Who lives there? Sorry, out of the camera. Who lives there? Who lives in these places? They're little islands out in the middle of nowhere. Some of them off the coast of Scotland. Proper deep dark. They're not messing with this bottle. Right? They're not messing about with this. Isle of Islay. Oh right, okay. I'm nearly poured it straight in the glass here. No, 35 mils. Here we go. 35 mils. If I can hold it up straight. A very light colour that is. A very light colour. Which you wouldn't have thought of because it's in this dark bottle. I suppose they're trying to trick you. Right, let's put this back, people. before I drop it. Right. Get that in there, get that in there quick before I collapse. I've got to remember to turn the lights off. It's, oh, hit the crystal. Right. Pour it in, forgot to pour it in. Oh dear. Oh, there we go. Clear as you like, look, clear as you like. I don't know if you got the light. Look at that. Ardbeg, 10 years old, yeah? That's just Islay single malt Scotch whisky. They're all single malt Scotch whiskies. 35mm. Have a little taste first. Oh no, actually, let's have a... Yeah, now you can just smell the peat. You can smell the peat coming up. Of that. That's okay, right. So, little taste first before we add water. See what we've got, shall we? Oh, that's the one I told you. You can almost taste the bloody peat. The water ran through many years ago. Or 10 years ago, or whatever. No, before that, wouldn't I? I don't know. That's you've got to have one for your collection, but I won't go holding too many of these down the pub, to be honest with you. Another tiny sip. Oh, I think that's a real man's whiskey, that one. You can imagine in the old days when Robert Burns was sitting down drinking his whiskies, a wee dram, and you can imagine Robert Burns drinking, and all the old guys, filthy dirty in old bars, fighting and shoving each other apart, sawdust on the floor, and having rucks and fornicating up against the wall. You can imagine the whiskies they drank in those days. It'd be like this, but sort of 10 times worse. It'd be proper old glasses thrown about and that. I mean, they'd have these big, like, where's my big 2-pint? They'd have these big beer glasses being thrown across the bar, and in those days, I don't suppose you went home without a fight and you didn't have a good night until you sort of kicked the shit out of each other, really, did you? And took some brazen beep up against the wall, you know. But, good days, good days. Right, have I already walked this or not yet? I don't know, I can't remember. God, no, I haven't. Out of here. Oh, water. I've done it. Burns night, Robert Burns, thank you very much. I hope you appreciate me help you celebrate your life and your poems that you've written. And I must admit, I was on the phone today on the internet. So what I say on the phone on the internet, and I'm on my laptop looking at some of the poems that Robert Burns have written. But Old Lang Syne, I didn't realise he wrote that. Does that make me stupid? A stupid person? I do not know. God, tell you what. It's been a good night. I've only been out a little while. I've enjoyed it. And let me just finish this. I haven't finished yet. It has been a good night. It's just coming down the bar, doing a little video, drinking, how many was it again? I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single malt Scotch whiskies from all over different islands and areas of Scotland. Celebrating the life and times of Robert Burns. Don't know a lot about him. I know that he wrote Old Lang Syne. I know the lyrics at the very end have been altered. They've added some bits on to make it extended to, because it meant to say the word for, F-O-R, for, it meant to extend that word for a really long time, so they've added bits on. Bit of knowledge for you. What else is there to say? Robert Burns, top man. I'll see you again next year, I think. I'm enjoying this. So, St George's Day, what do we drink then? Don't know. I've done St Patrick's Day last year, 2021. Just drank Guinness. But I think I lie. I think it's got to be one of my better nights, you know. Burns night. I've never ever done it before. Never really thought about it before until I come up on my phone on my calendar. And as I'm into my whiskey, the last couple of years I've been sort of getting into whiskies a little bit. I thought, you know what, I'll have a little go at that. Or better way to celebrate Burns night. I know you're meant to have a certain meal. You're meant to bring the haggis out and stuff like that. If you look on the internet, they'll tell you more. You're meant to have certain foods, certain celebrations. But me, I'm happy just going down my pub. Now, if I was in Scotland, I'd probably have a nice meal with the family, and I'd probably shoot down a local and have a couple of whiskies with the lads or the work colours or whatever. I don't know if they have a public holiday because of it. I don't know. I think it's on the 25th of January every single year, and today it falls on a Tuesday. That's all I know. Let's finish. I'm talking away because I'm trying to. That's my limit. 6 whiskies in one. Was it 6? I keep counting. No, it's 5. Oh, 5 in one night. Like I ain't doing the bloody. Like I'm not doing the Irish Dublin and the bloody bells, the blended Scotch. 5 whiskies in a night. 35 mils though. As I say, get yourself a little set of these. I might put a link below, an Amazon link, 'cause that's where I bought mine from. That's handy to do because I've never done that before. I normally just pour it in, and you'll be surprised you pour yourself. I've poured whiskies before like this, and you'll be surprised how many you're drinking there. You know, it's wrong. You got at least I've done one measure, 35mm measure, which is a Scottish measure, a proper wee Scottish dram of whiskey. Oh, right. I've done it. I've done them all. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you sort of liked it, sort of enjoyed it. I'll be doing some live videos soon coming up, and obviously got my bungalow building going on. Don't just watch this one video. It's not all about Burns tonight. It's just not about me. It's not about me. I don't know. Is it about me? I don't know. I've forgotten who it's about. I'm not one to just do all whiskey videos, all bar videos. It's a bit of everything, really, you know. But if you watch this video, if you're into whiskies, you can like and subscribe. But I won't probably be doing another whiskey video for a long, long time. I don't know. Like and comment below. If you're into whiskies, actually, that's an idea. Comment below, please. I'd love to know which whiskies you recommend. Single malts or any other ones you recommend. Maybe some Japanese whiskies or something, yeah? I feel like sitting here rambling all night, but I'm going to go and edit this video now and make it look something half decent. Check out my other videos, check out my bar videos, check out the playlists. By the way, I've got a Facebook page, Life of John Facebook page. If you're interested, just do a search on Facebook, Life of John. All interested parties on there. People that like a drink, whiskey, pub share people, all sorts of people from all over the world. Pop on there, you're more than welcome. It's a little private chat room we've sort of got. And I've got a www.lifeofjohn.club website where you can buy some merchandise similar to this. If you want me to design something special for you, put it on the shop, I can do. Some whiskey t-shirts or something, I'm not sure. Anything you want, people, let me know. Any videos you feel like you want me to do in the future, I've got an unboxing video of something coming up actually, a certain glass, a glass, I'm going to fill it with some booze and drink that. See if I can down it in one. I'll show you that later on another time. I'm knackered, it's done me in. You know what, that's a good night out, 6 whiskies. I might go down the pub and have 6 whiskies. Sod the beer. That's lovely, that. God, if only I could go to my local pubs and find a nice array of whiskies like this, because they are few and far between. A lot of pubs don't sell, so they only do your bells and that, you know, standard stuff. But please like, subscribe if you want to. Please like, comments will be welcome. Even if you don't like and subscribe, if you don't like, doesn't matter. Comments below will be welcome. Any recommendations for some drinks that I should be looking at, tasting in the future? Let me know. Thank you very much. Ta-da. Oh, I really should. I want a bottle of whiskey up, shouldn't I? Oh, and just pretend. So, oh, smashing the glasses now. So I should go like that, shouldn't I? Or, bye-bye, thank you for watching. Enough said, I have had enough. I'm going to bed. Good night. Thank you, bye-bye.